Welcome to Hickory Flat Farms. Glad to have you out. Come back and see us if you feel like and subscribe if you like this channel. We'd be glad to have you back anytime. Doesn't cost you anything, and we're glad to see you. All right, well, here's what's going on the farm. Here's what's going on. I went around the farm yesterday because it's predicted to be very cold, and it is. 18 degrees this morning when I got up. Looked at all the spigots on the farm except one. And that one waters the dogs on the side porch. It's just on at a trickle, but that fills the pipe up full of water all the time. And we've had frozen and broken ones before, and digging them up, it's not as fun as you'd think it would be. Especially replacing them. I've done that 1, 2, 3 times, I think. I don't even like to count because it's just painful memories. Anyway, here we go. Here's what I did. After discovering this pipe when I went out this morning to check water and feed and that, found this water was frozen in the opened position, and it provides water for the dogs. I came out with boiling water to make sure that melted, accomplished that, but didn't realize it wasn't shut off. I missed it yesterday, so that's my fault. So had to come up with a solution. Gave the chickens some of the old spaghetti. I gotta take that bowl in. But I found a trash can and some chafing dishes or chafing heaters, and I decided I'm going to come up with a way to heat the air around this pipe. So I got 3 of them, put them on a little bucket, and I didn't come up with the best plan here. There's a little bit of a breeze, not much, but enough to where the air and the heat, the majority of it was not being able to get directed where I wanted, where it would get into that bucket. And the black kind of helps to heat, but ability to trap that heat from those was a big deal. And just a note to you, if you're going to do this, I would be careful of it. Just telling you, if there's something flammable around, that'd be bad, so don't get yourself hurt. But those canisters, they burn perfectly clear flames, and in this daylight environment I could not see them at all. So one way to tell is don't strike it, stick the lighter back over it, and boom, it lights itself back up. I checked them all just like that. There you go. They're all burning. Definitely know that. See? Checked them all. Here we go. Let's get the trash can on. Okay, raised it up, different bucket, and prototype. This is number 3. I went through several different things trying to get the right height. There it is. Not burning the can. Yay. But directing a whole lot of heat up in the top. That can got pretty warm pretty quick, which I decided I'd wait about 30 minutes and come back out, and I took my thermal temperature scanner, and it was pretty warm in there. So after getting a reading inside the can there, 102 degrees, ta-da! So after finding that out, I decided that it was time to take this thing apart and see if the water was ready to ride there. So without further ado, let's take the can off. What do you say? I think it looks like a pretty good thing to do. And man, was it a warm can. It wasn't super hot. It wasn't melted, but you could tell it had some heat going to it, that's for sure. So I put my hand on the pipe, and that pipe was super warm. Not going to burn you, but plenty warm. And that thing's always tight to push down anyway. Boom! Problem solved. Who would have known? Well, I can't be happier than that. And I had to come up with something, so necessity is the mother of invention. Thank you for checking it out. I hope this works for you. That went better than expected. Boiling repeatedly. Just did a little bit of math, and it would take forever. There's not enough thermal mass in the water there that can be sustained, and the cold weather outside is just not going to make it happen. So pouring cold water or hot water onto a cold object takes forever to defrost. So pour it onto the ground and let it soak into the soil, more thermal mass, and then taking those chafing canisters and lighting those up and giving them a spot to collect their heat. Worked like a charm. So I hope that works for you. Thanks for coming out. Glad to have you. Y'all come back and watch how much I can really screw it up sometimes. Man, just an aside, that over there is the main water line to our house, and that is before it gets into the house where I can shut it off. So I have to go all the way out to the road, 9/10 of a mile away, to turn off the water. So a disaster averted for real. Thanks. Y'all be good to one another.